see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside, it's Turner. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's now up to 64 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeps it looking for room. Can't get him to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Lagway to pass. Out wide left, it's Livingston. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And it's 3rd down and short, and I'm kind of surprised. Listen, I love aggressive offenses, but this is an offense that's been running the football really, really well. Surprised they just didn't get physical and try to get that 3rd down with a run.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. On the return, he gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Lagway. Escapes the pressure to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Smith. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago? They go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway.
Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Trying to take it back. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown Bears! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes shoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Oh, he missed it. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Rushes on. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Drops back on first down. Quick completion on the out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Tar Heels will try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lagway throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sets his feet. It's Edwards. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turns it upfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
The Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to the ground. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Turner. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This offense set up with a second and short. They'll run it. Sees an alley. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's changing the play. Flagway wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the right. Hits the open man. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to pass on second down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Turning it on. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bears have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw one first. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. need a bunch on second down. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. On the move. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Still looking. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, 3rd down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Bear! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield. It's Edwards. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's BYU looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Corners are going to bail. To the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Ship. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This quarterback part of their running game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Fighting off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Just feeds the running back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing, Lagway. Out wide left, it's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Lagway. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Play fake, Lagway. Rolls right. Right side, it's Freeman. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. On the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Black 14! Black 14!
Flagway. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Touchdown, Bears! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Drops back. It's Edwards. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it, and they had the punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Lagway on the play action. Moves to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd and long here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Powers inside. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He'll take a deep shot here. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0.